Hey guys! Okay. Let's see how this I need to back the microphone up a little bit. Alright, we're testing some new microphone settings. Hopefully it's a little better now and not blasting your eardrums out. It's kind of hard for me to test it on myself, so hopefully you guys should be able to adjust your own volumes individually, but I think it should be good. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. It's finally almost Friday. Kuro and Ryarkro, what's up, guys? Alright, let's keep going on Vashers, I think, since that'll be quick. Flugly, what's up? How's the, volume sound to you guys? I'd like to know. It's peaking. Oh, it's not peaking at least? Okay. For a second, then I got sad. Oh no. I'm trying not to lean into the microphone quite so much because I think that affects my... I think that makes it peak, so I'm kind of trying to keep a little distance between me and the microphone. I think that might help. Bartholomew. That's the one. That's him. Thanks for the bits, Flugly. That's so many biddies. It was Friday. I have to work Saturday. Oh no. Are you gonna be around for Stack Saturday? Do let me know how that volume is. I spent a little bit of time fiddling with the settings, trying to make it sound better as well, like the quality a little bit better, so... Any of you guys got any fun plans for the weekend? I mean, I know it's not quite the weekend yet, but... I should open up that other... so I can copy colors off of it. Just sleeping? Yes. Ugh, Kuro. I know that feeling. I told my boss at work, like, don't ever fucking schedule me to do back-to-back shifts, because I literally can't handle it, and she kept doing it. Ooh, homemade corn dogs. That sounds fun. I haven't had a good corn dog in a while. My last week to relax before school starts up again. Ah, that's fair. Oh yeah, I guess that does start back up again soon, doesn't it? I used to make pretzel dogs a lot. Gonna copy off of that image instead of gonna go over here instead of risking it. Started on Monday here, gotcha. Yeah, I think it starts at different times depending on where you live, especially in different countries. I think it starts at different times. Also, okay, it's kind of on my mind still because nobody really said anything, but so the microphone's not peaking anymore. The quality of the audio sounds pretty good, and you guys are able to adjust accordingly. Like, it's not too quiet or too loud. It may be too loud, but... Oh, yeah, I guess it also does depend on college. Sure. I try to make sure I got it right, because... I'm trying a new way of doing the audio. I almost feel like I should put some stripes on him, just so that it's, like, really obvious that it's Tony the Tiger, but I don't want to, like, Coco, you're still trying to catch the Azelf. Stupid Azelf. Yeah, we found an Azelf in Pixelmon, and I was trying to catch it just on principle, but I couldn't find it. Or I found it, but I couldn't catch it. Like, well, I gotta go stream, so peace out. A bit louder than normal, but you can adjust that on your end. Okay. See, that's what I'm worried about, because some people were saying I'm too quiet, and I'd rather be too loud so that you guys can adjust. Because you can only turn up the volume so much before it stops being adjustable. The Pansage drowned itself? That sounds amazing. Alright, last one. Here we go. We're at adjustable volume range. Great. That's perfect. Okay. I don't know if the quality sounds any better, but the new way I'm doing it did give me a little bit more stable volume as far as I could tell, so... I think I'm gonna try not to adjust the microphone at all and only adjust the music. Hey, Kale, what's up? Quality sounds nice quality-wise? Okay, yeah. I felt like, because I was exporting the videos off Twitch so that I could upload them to YouTube, and, or so that I could, you know, schedule them to be uploaded to YouTube, and, as I was listening to the videos, just to make sure I was on the right one, like, the right, you know, day, I was like, holy shit, the quality on this is really bad. Like, you guys suffered so much the last, like, 2 nights. Like, I'm impressed almost. It was like, hot damn, you guys put up with my nonsense. Sound of you talking about the quality of your gain on your microphone is so hot. Ah, thanks. Thanks, Coco. Made me read that out loud. I just wanted to make sure I got it right. Yeah, I did some fiddling with the gain on the microphone itself before editing, and I found a plugin for OBS that allows you to found a plugin for OBS that lets you adjust, like, it lets you equalize in OBS with more sophistication than it lets you do in like whatever their default filters are. I think I did pretty good. I think I did alright. You just used your Master Ball? Oh no. Well, you can have mine. I would have just used my Master Ball. I didn't really want it that bad. We can just get red chains from the only thing I wanted it for was for the red chain, and we can get those from the daily loot thing. What are all these for? These are a commission for Vasher. Vasher's gonna use Better Twitch TV to give himself more emotes, so, he commissioned me for more emotes. This is his sub badge, and he wanted a version of his, like, shield bears, with the fancy shield, so we're doing. Then we're gonna move on to somebody else's. I just figured I'd do Vasher's real quick, because it's, like, a really fast, you know, quick highlight color kind of thing. They're almost done. I'll export them out later, though, because it takes 15 years. What does the red chain do in Pixelmon? In Pixelmon, you, in Pixelmon, you can go to a time-space altar, and, you use the time, if you find a time-space altar, you can put the red chain on the time-space altar, and then you can put in either the Greasiest Orb, the, Lustrous Orb, or the Adamant Orb. And, it summons the respective legendary that goes with those items. What are you gonna use it on, Mew? I figured you would try to use a love ball on Mew if you could. I know how you like your love balls. And actually, that'd be a great idea, because Mew we learned from Platinum that Mew takes the Mew takes the encounter rate of whatever it transforms into. So we'll just get these out of here real quick and then, because these are easy. Aw. And then we'll go on to a bigger one. I don't know which one yet, but we'll go on to somebody else. How's everybody's Thursday going? Oh, let me tell you about Soul Silver and how much that sucks. So, a little while ago, while lurking in the jungle waiting for Mew to spawn, in Pixelmon, I was like multi-Pokemoning here. I had Soul Silver open on Desmume and I was working on leveling up our new team. So I went and battled all the trainers that I could on all the other routes and stuff, and that helped a lot. Like, I got our Pokemon up pretty high, but then now I'm having to fight wild Pokemon, and it's just so beyond not fun. But I'm trying a method where I'm, like, calling trainers. But I decided also, part of the issue is I decided I'm gonna level up that Linoon we found. The one Charmander named. I think I'm gonna level that guy up and try to get some heart scales. If I can get into level 51, he has a small chance of finding heart scales, and then we can teach our Pokemon some stuff. I just wanted you guys to know that that was what we were doing. That's what I was doing. Wild Pokemon in Kanto are generally weaker than those in Johto. They're generally weaker than everything, period. For some reason, they're all, like, level 20. Like, I'm gonna have to go back to Johto and just train in the, Victory Road or something, because they are stupid weak. Does Soul Silver have a version of the item that pings trainers to reactivate them for battle? You have to get their phone number and then call them in order to challenge them, which is annoying. Yes, the Versus Finder, it is not the... You have a red chain? Not on my person. I might check my boxes at my house, Coco, because I might have one, but I don't know. Are you, like, trying to have a collection of Palkias? Is that the plan? Just to have as many Palkias as physically possible? Yeah, so there's no Versus Seeker in Soul Silver, at least as far as I know. I was right, Palkia's the one. Got them mixed up. At least as far as I know, there isn't one. You have to, like, call them on your phone. Which I was doing a little bit, and that was going fine. It's just all annoying. I would love to be able to rebattle trainers as easily as using the Versus Seeker, though. That would make my life a whole lot easier. Alas, it was not meant to be. Found a red chain in your nightstand? Well, then it's all yours. Yeah. I don't really understand why Kanto's structured that way, if I'm honest. But since I'm getting the main team up to 50 anyway, I figured I'd also try to get that Linoon up to 50 so that we can also get heart scales. So I think some of our Pokemon learn some pretty baller stuff if we get that. Just looked it up. What you're doing is basically the only way to train. Fun. Thanks, Kanto. So, that's the plan anyway. I'll have it all ready to go by Monday. It'll just take a while. My cat went and got some of her teeth removed today, and she did really, really well. And it was really funny. I went to pick her up, and they came in and just briefed me on, like, you know, what medicine I need to give her, and, you know, how long it can be till she can have food again, kind of thing. Like, they were, like, briefing me on all the stuff I need to know about what happened at, you know, having her teeth pulled. And, the lady hands me a packet of papers with all the important stuff on it, but one of them is, like, a certificate of bravery. with Shay's name on it. I was like, this is the derpiest thing I've ever seen. So I have this, like, certificate, like she's a kid that, like, you know, got, like, an award for reading the most books or something, like. Good job. So my cat apparently did well enough at having her teeth removed to warrant a certificate of bravery. As I was walking out with her, this lady in one of the side rooms leaned out and was like, "Bye, Shay." Everybody likes my cat. Are you gonna frame it? I might put it on my... I certainly might stick it to my fridge. I may have to hang it from the fridge. I don't know. I haven't decided. The most bravest girl. She was a good and brave girl. She's the only cat I've ever had that purrs at the vet. Like, she just straight up purrs when she's at the vet. And I don't know why. Like, when the vet goes to, like, try to listen to her heartbeat or whatever, she can't ever hear it because Shay's purring. Uber. But she had 5 teeth removed, and a lot of her other teeth don't look so great, but I'm gonna try to brush her teeth more often so that they get worse. I am proud of my baby. My favorite Pokemon game was XY, the Battle Chateau, and Friend Safari were so good. Yeah, I liked, the thing I liked about, so there were a couple things I liked about, I guess I liked X and Y for the, like, I liked X and Y for some of, like, the post-game stuff, like, as in, like, things that you would be doing that were not necessarily, like, a post-game storyline. Things like, you know, building a Wi-Fi team or hunting shinies or whatever. I enjoyed that game the most for doing that kind of stuff because, like, you know, breeding stuff was super easy. You could just run around in circles in Lumio City. If you needed to train stuff, you could use all the cafes. The cafes were super easy to grind in. The best one, I think, was, like, the Triple Battles one because you could, the Triple Battles one, I think, was the best one, if I remember correctly. Like, that one, there was one trainer who had, like, a Chansey or something that made it really worth to do it. Friend Safari was awesome. I did it with breeding IVs, was the one thing I never got in X and Y. I have one I got off of... I actually got it on Flight Rising. Back when the game first came out and I was on Flight Rising, I went into the forums on Flight Rising and saw people were trading Pokemon, and I was like, yo, does anybody... Like, I was looking at what people had, and somebody had, like, a 6 IV Ditto, and I was like, yo, can I get one of those? And I bought it for, like, a couple thousand Flight Rising credits, which was probably the most worth thing I ever did on Flight Rising. I may have a page of 6 IV Dittos. I think you just made a new friend there, Coco. I think somebody may require that. So yeah, I have a shiny 6 IV Ditto from that. Friend Safari is the only one. I never understood people who use the Friend Safari for, I never got people who use the Friend Safari for shiny hunting, though. Like, I was never able to do it with any kind of consistency. It was a lot easier for me to just use the, Finder or whatever it was. Favorite training method was the Battle Chateau. Not only can you fight gym leaders and Elite Four members, but the Versode girls have a ton of experience after the one that only used Aldino. I didn't actually know that was a thing. I don't know how you pronounce that word. I know what you're talking about. Nugget, what's up? Yeah, I never had any luck with shinies in the Friend Safari. I just used the cafes. I had so much money. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like X and Y was the best for that kind of stuff. You had the O powers for making stuff work better, although I didn't really end up using those that much because by the time I got them set up, it like wasn't worth it. Just made it slightly faster for like a few minutes. Whatever. The Furi? Oh, Furi Sode. Okay. Yeah, I figured that's I think that I think I knew that was what it was referring to. I just didn't know how to pronounce it. That's one of those words I've seen a few times, but I don't know how to, like, I've never actually had to pronounce it. Not unlike Riarkra's, creatures. For all the years that I've read them out loud and then never actually had to pronounce them, or read them in my head and never had to actually pronounce them. Really multiply. Not the shadow. Probably know them from the fairy type gym. It was a dollhouse just completely filled with Furisode girls. Okay. Probably. I think I just remember seeing that trainer type at one point. You're Valerie. I can see it. Lighting on this one's all sorts of backwards and upside down. I don't even care. It's gonna be an emote that's gonna be 12 by 1. It's gonna be like 56. Let's see. Do you think I wouldn't cosplay this? Oh, you totally would. Look at the contacts. Yeah, contacts aren't super. That's the wrong color. How many of you guys do cosplay? I'm always really interested in cosplay, but I've like never really had any desire to do it myself, but I've always loved looking at people's cosplays. I know there's a couple of you who have fursuits and stuff or would be interested in that, but any of you guys active cosplayers? A little bit? I imagine that's not something you can do like a ton of because of cost and, you know, availability to actually wear said cosplays. Hotline Miami Biker. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like the skull shirt. Look at that swole arm. Coco looking strong. Back when I had arms. Hey now, your noodle arms gotta be plenty strong. I see why you have the type you have now, though. You like them strong girls. Because you too are a strong girl. I don't know which one to work on after this, because this isn't going to take me very much longer. There's a lot of them, but it's actually probably going to take me longer to export them than it is to finish them. Make no mistake, I love all girls. All girls are my That's fair. That is fair. I think that's like 80% of my problem, too. All girls, including the straight ones, are my type. My trouble is I tend to like girls who are more on the feminine side. Like, even if they're tomboyish, I still prefer, like... Not even that, like, I consciously prefer, like, more feminine girls, but I think I tend to gravitate towards that type, and a lot harder to tell. Godmaster DLC that came with Hollow Knight today. Really tough challenges in it. That's awesome. Are they like tough in a way that you're enjoying them though? Because that's my biggest thing with like challenges. Like, is the challenge like frustrating? For me, I don't do well when I get frustrated. You guys know that. Like, the puzzle has to feel like it's winnable. Then again, I also really enjoy Crypt of the Necrodancer. So. My taste in games is all over the place, apparently. Lots of people didn't like Hotline Miami 2 because of how far the difficulty goes. It starts off where the first game left off. Oh, okay. So you get dropped in as if you played the first game. So if you didn't play the first game, you're gonna be like, help. That's kind of a brutal way to introduce new people to the game, Jesus. Meanwhile, Heart Gold Soul Silver was like, hey, you know that difficulty thing? Bye. Oh, you're going to Kanto with a full team of 50s? Here, have, like, super weak wild Pokemon. Have fun. Dark Souls of top-down games? Ah. Difficulty can be ramped up quite a bit, but it starts very doable? Gotcha. That later to multiply. In Dark Souls, dying matters. They don't know anything about Dark Souls either. Like, I know a little bit about it, but I don't know anything about, like, the mechanics. I know that you die a lot because it is a hard game. And that I will never play it on stream for that reason. Because as much as you guys think you might want to see me play Dark Souls, you definitely do not want to see me play Dark Souls. Gibb's gonna try, though. Dark Souls of Blank has become a meme because the journalist had trouble getting past Cuphead's tutorial. I heard Cuphead was pretty hard, too. Cuphead has a really cool art style, though. What the HT DLC basically is challenges of refighting bosses of the game, but they are stuck back to back with each other with little rest in between. Oh, okay. And basically you just increase the difficulty by lowering your own stats, and in some cases making it so you'll die if you get hit at all, but it's optional difficulties. Oh, okay. If you die, you lose your fancy face and turn into mummy jerky, just like in real life. Yep. Just like in real life. Yeah, I think that's how real dying works. I don't think that's exclusive to video games. I think everybody loses their face and becomes a jerky mummy. See you later, Flugly. Have a good night. Hopefully you'll be back, but have a good night if you're not. Oh, hey, Strim. Yeah, Ando, what's up? It's stream time. Finishing up Vasher's commission, and then gonna work on somebody else's for a little bit, I think. Of course, me being me, I'm going to slowly try the hardest challenges in that arena because I'm insane, I guess. Hey, you know. Hey, Wolf, what's up? How's it going? Not bit on ultra hard challenges except for the secret bonus levels of platformers. Gotcha. Bear in a bin. That's him. That's the one. Ah, thanks for the bit. Super cool of you. Secret bonus levels in platform. My brain immediately goes to Super Mario World 3D. Or Super Mario 3D World, rather. But my brain put those words in the wrong order. Super Floofy Sheep. Mine goes to Battletoads. The reason I'm down for super hard challenges in this game is because I really like the game. I managed to beat almost all the challenges thrown at me so far. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, that's certainly a good reason. Oh, don't let me forget, I gotta talk to Fev later about, streaming this weekend. We were thinking about doing something. Okay, Super Meat Boy, I love you, but you need to chill. One of these days I'm gonna remember to take that stuff off the playlist. Super Meat Boy's cool, but it's a little intense for me. I tend to gravitate towards a little bit higher energy stuff. That's not that, so... Especially since I was going for 5 twinkle marks on my profile, so I had to beat Challenger's Road or whatever it was called with all 5 characters. That's kind of where I'm- it's not even like a public thing, but like, that's kind of where I'm at with Portal 2 right now, because I have like half the achievements, and I feel like because it's my favorite game, I should have all the achievements. We streamed it a little bit the one night because I needed something to do, and I got like some of the achievements. But like, there's a lot of achievements that were like... There were a lot of achievements that were ones I have to do for co-op, so... And I've never done co-op, so I don't... For co-op. Actually, how many Eevees do you think I've bred? 60. Like today? Or just in general? In general, I have absolutely no fucking idea. I'm guessing it's quite a few. I'll put out 60 as my... Oh, just... Oh, in general? 1,000. I figured you had to have done, like, at least 60 today. But if you meant just in general, then yeah, like, 1,000. Or maybe not. I don't know. How long have you been breeding? You've been breeding the Eevees since... What? The weekend? We were doing that over the weekend, right? So... Maybe, like... Somewhere in the 300 or 400 range, maybe? That's my final answer. Somewhere around 300 or 400. Because we've been doing it since the weekend started. So, we've been doing it since last weekend, and you've been pretty much non-stop hatching Eevees, so... I don't have a count, but I do have this particular number. I just got my 4th female micro. Yikes. I wish the regular Pokemon games had the different sizes the way Pixelmon does. I love having, like, tiny Pokemon. Cha cha cha. The best Pokemon cry. Yeah, that's the only Pokemon that has, like, different sizes. In Pixelmon, every Pokemon can come in different sizes, so I have, like, a huge Quagsire. Like, she's, like, she's, like, a half a block taller than my character model in Minecraft, which is really funny. Alright. Vasher's emotes are done. Pretty sure. I think the Batman one was... Alright. So Vasher's done. I will export his stuff later. Let's see. Quagsona got colored. Sheebs are colored, although I need to do a little color correction on that because it's a little off. Guess we'll do Holly next. Holly should be pretty quick to color, so I'll do Holly's colors real quick. And then we'll tackle a big one, and then I'll take care of, as usual, I'll take care of Lauren's on another day. Shoot, I almost flipped my keyboard. Sorry. I just heard that. Wish Pokemon Stadium came with a slight color I wish Pokemon came with slight color variations like they did in Stadium. That is pretty cool. I did enjoy that feature. That was a nice feature. Two Mew instead of Mewtwo. Perhaps I would get to see Sheebs on my birthday because my birthday is on Tuesday and Art Day. Oh, I will absolutely, not even because you said it's your birthday. I was definitely planning to get to yours then. What was I looking for? Oh, I need, Okay, story time. I am so ready. I'm gonna put your references on my other computer so that I can see what I'm gonna color pick off of some stuff. It's like a little bit of a crutch, but it's faster if I do it that way. Like I could pick the color myself, but I'm not. I had to put it on this computer to unzip it. For some reason, my unzipper too. Yes, ambiguous skin color. I usually pick a color like that to get a ballpark and then brighten it. So there's a major glitch with importing Pokemon from the Game Boy games to Stadium. I exploited the glitch that involves trading the gold, silver, crystal, shiny Gyarados back to red, blue, yellow. That ultimately ends in you being able to trade a shiny Ditto into gold, silver, crystal. Do not, I repeat, do not try sending that Ditto into Stadium. So, what do you trade the Ditto for the shiny Gyarados and the Ditto becomes shiny? Mac is weird with zips and shit. Can't give people a Mac build of my game because it's so hard to run. See, that's so unfortunate because some games would be like so much easier if I could play them on my Mac, but I know the Mac version, everything sucks. The Ditto turns like viral. It turns every Pokemon in your import box into more Dittos. Oh no. Oh no, that sounds incredible. I forgot what color hair she had. Is this correct? The Nan virus. Is that what it's called? Nano. Oh. I missed the O. My brain missed the O. Dark, like that? Okay. I suddenly realized I was picking the colors right off that character and then had not considered what your character looks like, because this isn't a character portrait of that person. This is your character. I'm just using her as a reference, so. A nanovirus. Like a banana? Banana virus? I love old school glitches like that. My favorite one is when, one of my favorite ones in is the one where you get yourself stuck in Lorelai's room in, red and blue. Pretty sure it's in red and blue. Yeah, it has to be in red and blue. Like, the glitches in old school Pokemon games crack me up. Because you could get yourself stuck in Lorelai's room and, like, soft lock your game. A Nan is not a number, which is a floating point. Oh, okay. I thought you were making a nanovirus joke. I guess that's still the same thing. I don't know. Southwestern Gamma virus. There you go. The nanovirus. Oh, I'm thinking of norovirus, which is a stomach bug. So nano and noro are different things. My brain got confused. There were too many letters in different orders. The glitch is something like, encounter a wild Ditto and let it transform into your shiny Gyarados, then catch it. There may be more to it than that. It's been like 17 years, but you permanently override something in the Ditto's code with a bit of the shiny Gyarados' DNA or something. That's wild. I remember, I also remembered hearing that you could get shinies out of, red and blue. That, like, if your Pokemon had a certain, like, special value, that you could, like, if your Pokemon had the value that ended up making it shiny, that you could just trade it over to Silver and Crystal, and then, bam, you now have a shiny. Which is pretty cool. Let's fix that shoulder real quick, because I forgot how shoulders work, apparently, while I was learning this. Braids are so cool. Yeah, they are cool. I have a character with a side braid like that too, although If I ever redesign her, I will probably give her a shorter braid. Probably more like this length, because now it doesn't make any sense. I should draw Virva again. I haven't drawn her in a while. Virva could use some love. I'd have to dig her up, though. I don't know where I have artwork of her. What color eyes does this character have, Kale? I don't remember. Say. Green, I guess? Okay. I can't find our string of, can't find our thread of, like, I can't find our PM, so. Pizza color. Sure. Brighten that up a little bit, because can. Throw in a purple spot on the bottom left of the iris for some heterochromia goodness. Sure. Bottom left. The other side. Done. Perfect. Oh, I guess that would have been the left. That is the left. Got my lefts and rights mixed up for a second. Oh, there you are. Found it. Heterochromia. A nurse I worked with had vibrant blue eyes with a red spot on one. Too easy to lock eyes with her. Eyes. Eyes are good. I just remembered that you and I talked about the commission over the phone and not text. Do you have a preference on the earring color? I guess the colors would be kind of this blue, right? That too. I'll just... You heard my voice. Terrifying. It occurred to me because I can't go back and look at our, like, chat log to see what we talked about because it no longer exists. Ooh. Ooh! Oh, Kale's very excited about something. Something's happening. Anybody caught anything cool in this current Pokemon Go event? I've seen a lot of Snubbles and a lot of Houndooms, or Houndours rather, but I haven't seen any shinies yet. And I haven't had a chance to go out and get the Regirock yet. Things that would be metal: buttons, belt, make them dull gray with specks on the edge. Metal is rare in the universe, so buttons are made of glass. Oh, okay. If you save the video on Twitch, doesn't it save the chat? Oh, yeah, it does for as long as you keep the VOD on Twitch. No, Kale and I talked about their commission on Discord chat. I'm not actually sure why we made that decision. Oh, I remember why we made that decision, because you cut your finger and were having trouble typing. And I was like, dude, we can just talk about it. And so I took the notes, but then I lost the document. His notepad likes to close itself. But yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, you're right. But if we had talked about it on chat like this, then yes, absolutely, I could have done that. I like to reuse colors from other places in the drawing if I just need something arbitrarily colored, like a hair tie. Something that's not going to affect the design that much, I just grab a color from somewhere else. So in this case, the pink that's on her lips. I'm gonna color the whole outfit in blue for right now, and then I'll go back and add the details in a second, but I think there are some details I still need. Thumbs up intensifies. You did send me a very hilarious picture with the thumbs up, which was great. There she is with some color. A little bit darker. I know technically it's the same color, but... Alright. Oh, are the pants gray? That would have been in your text notes. Yeah, you're probably right. I lost that document, I'm pretty sure. See if I still have it. Oh no, I didn't lose it. Boop. Although, I didn't. That's right, there's a stripe on the pant. I also forgot the chain on the button. Wow, I didn't take very good notes. You'll just keep paying me till I get it right. Well, there you go. I'm glad you have faith in me. Okay, so you want the pants... I mean, the pants need a stripe, obviously. You want a red stripe like that? I don't remember. I didn't write down the colors because I'm weird. I don't know why I didn't write down the colors. That feels like something that should be kind of important. I'm gonna color it in this color for now, and then I can adjust it when I actually hear my question and reply. Gray pants, red stripe. Okay. If I were working on this without you, like, in chat, I would just make decisions and figure it out. But since you have a specific idea in mind for this character, I'm gonna go ahead and ask like that. I want a red stripe. So sad it's supposed to get hot again tomorrow. Or this weekend, rather. The weather was so perfect the last, like, 2 days that I'm just, like, not ready for it to get hot again. Like, the weather can just not be hot. That'd be great. Although the trees out here anyway are like occasionally dropping orange leaves and some of them are trying to turn a little bit, so must be almost fall, but I like the warm weather, but I don't like the hot. It's been nice the last couple days where you are too. Yeah. Yeah, like I like the heat. I certainly prefer summer to winter, but yeah. Has it been pretty smoggy out there, Nugget, because of the forest fires? Or is that like I haven't really been keeping much track of that, and I haven't talked to my sister lately. Like, is that starting to clear up yet, or is that still a thing? That's right, you're in Illinois. I don't know why I thought you were West Coast. Is anybody on the West Coast that's dealing with that? Full brown? Oh, okay. It's smoky on the West Coast still. Up north here, it rained a little last night, which knocked out a bit of it out of the air. That's good. Speaking of cigars. Black boots? I'm gonna go with black boots. Yeah, no. Which volcano would erupt? Go all the way, go all in, why not, you know? Pogo's like, oh hey, weather warning, it's partly cloudy, but those aren't clouds. I think Nugget, I think I just knew you were a different time zone from me before I moved, and so I just didn't know. Yeah, I've heard it's been pretty crazy over there. Pokemon Go's always confused here, though. Pokemon Go's been, like, telling me it's raining. Which volcano? What time is it here? Same time it is for you. Before I moved, I mean. It's, It's 9:20 here. I just knew, when I was in Pennsylvania, I mean. I knew you were a different time zone when I was in Pennsylvania, and I just don't think I knew where your different time zone was, but now I don't live there now, so. I didn't even swipe that, just manually keyfired their tires. Is that a good color for the boots, Kale? And then probably gold on the sleeve fabric. You are the autocorrect meme generator. I might tone down that top color a little bit, though. Look at this box of good Cinderella. So many good boys. So little time. Alright. Double-breasted buttons, got this. I did not get the small chain. How does that chain work again? For that. This one, right? Where it comes down and loops under. How does a pocket watch work on a... How does a pocket watch work on a uniform like this? Because I'll put her pocket watch in, I forgot it. So the second... I wrote down the second button. So would it go like this? Sort of thing? Like it would go down and then back behind? Ooh, I'd have to flip the drawing for that. If it needs to be specifically on one side, then I'm gonna have to flip it, because... Following the... I think the picture you sent me with the reference of what the chain looks like, puts the chain on the other side, because I think the outfit goes down the middle instead of off to the one side like this. I have a sweatshirt that has like a side zip like this, and it's so fun. I actually really like that sweatshirt. Oh yeah, side note, this has nothing to do with what I was just talking about, but I think I'm gonna try to start bringing back Stack Saturday sub-sketches and also the raffle. I kind of got into a funk for a little while and wasn't doing that, and I want to bring it back. So sometime in the next couple of streams, we'll bring that stuff back around. Thought I'd let you guys know that I am planning on bringing that back. The weird braid lanyard thing, one of those on the right shoulder. That's right. Yeah, I forgot all her badges and stuff. I was actually thinking we could even do like not specifically sub-sketches, but like, I don't know, some kind of like, maybe like once a month we do like a random selection. We could use the the name mon command to select people from the chat randomly. Like maybe like that'd be a special kind of sketch night. That's something I literally just thought. I put no effort into that otherwise. You have a shiny sheep and her name is Fairy Floss. That's a great name for a sheep. Chain added, and then yeah, so that was the next. Oh yeah, she has medals too. I forgot those. One of those on the right shoulder. Yeah, I didn't color her shoulder piece. Although, she doesn't have those shoulder now, though. Ignore the metals. Cool. Okay. I mean, whatever you want. I just remembered I just now realized I forgot stuff, so. Even more good boys? Oh my god, you have so many dittos. Cheese Cocoa. Yeah, I may need to switch, Does the braid thing always go on the right? Or it seems like it does. It's always on the right. Okay. I'm gonna have to flip the drawing then, so that puts the... So it puts the braid on the opposite, side. It doesn't matter too much, I just want to make sure I've got it. I was having it go on the opposite spalter for visual balance. The problem is that it tucks into this side, so it has to go in a way that it can tuck in. Because her outfit is not... On these, on these braid things, they come down, but they go inside the jacket here. So it has to be on the side with the... I thought it just looped around the shoulder. No, it looks like it goes inside. Do you want me to just loop it around the shoulder? It looks like it connects somewhere inside the shirt. Like maybe to the inside of the jacket. Shovel Knight, calm your tits. That one really loud. Shovel Knight's ready to go. I mean, this one loops up around the back. I could just loop it around if you want. So if you wanted, I could have it come down. I could have it come down like this. This turned into, let's fix a commission again. It's not loud. Oh, okay, just Shovel Knight's excited about everything. You really wouldn't even be able to see those, actually. Like... Oh, actually, Nugget, since you're here, how's my audio? You're always somebody who can never hear me. Am I more audible for you? You were not the only person who's complained about that, so I fiddled with my audio, and I think it's better, but I figured I'd ask. Mic quality's a little weird, but easier to hear. Okay. Yeah, I gotta fiddle with the settings on the mic quality a little bit still, but since I can't hear my own voice... Sorry, that's still kind of on my mind, because that's what I was doing before I was streaming. I think I need to readjust the gain on the mic. I don't even have the slightest clue what that autocorrect means. I wanted to mostly solve the volume issue since I was peaking a whole bunch the other night and it was stupid loud for some reason, so I'm glad that's at least fixed. Okay. Fixed that. This is what happens when you don't read your own notes when you're working on something. Always read your own dang notes. So we have this this park that's near my work that my friend and I go for walks at lunch in, and there's this weird statue in the middle of the park that, like, it looks like an elephant riding a tricycle, except it doesn't have a head. It's really hard to describe much more than that, but it's like, it's all weird and wrinkly and has like a pattern, like it's a big bronze sculpture, but it has like this texture to its body that makes it look wrinkly like an elephant, but its head and its limbs and stuff are all just these big trumpet-shaped cones. It's the freakiest thing I've ever seen. I have to take a picture for you guys, yeah, for sure. But it's, what's funny about it is that it's also a Pokemon Go stop. In fact, I wonder if I could get it. I wonder if anybody took a picture of it. There it is! Look how freaky this thing is! One of us on a tricycle. I hate it. But if you scan, it's a Pokestop in Pokemon Go. So I keep getting GIFs of this thing. So I have all these GIFs of one of us on a tricycle. And it's just so, just awful. I hate everything about it. Yep, it's called One of Us on a Tricycle. I have absolutely no idea what the story is behind it, but it is called One of Us on a Tricycle. Apparently it's lived in other locations before. I want to visit the webpage now. I want to know about it. Okay, that's about the artist. Is there, like, something about this sculpture, or just no? Yeah, so there's that. That exists. That's a thing that exists that I have to walk by pretty much every day. Alright, I think Holly's gonna be good. Good to go. I don't think I missed anything. Let's see. We got rid of the shoulder frills. Got rid of the gouge. Definitely got the cords now. Got the double-breasted buttons. If you're not... Oh, collar rank, that's right. What does that look like? Teach me military things. I've seen none of these gifts. You have an unopened one, too. I forget to open presents, to be honest. I wish that there was, like... an open all button, because it takes me 16 years to open presents. I don't know which one of these various metal things is the collar rank. An outline near the front of the collar forming a rectangle. Just make it silvery with some cloud swirls in it. Oh, that red with the gold in it? Okay. I have to remember to open my gifts, and then I'm gonna send you one of those. You're gonna get a one of us on a tricycle in your mailbox. Any of you that play Pokemon Go and are friends with me, be ready. One of us on a tricycle is coming your way. It's happening. I need to get that. I'm glad I don't play Pokemon Go now. I thought you did play Pokemon Go. And no, it's not because I'm confusing you with Tested again. I genuinely thought you played Pokemon Go. Shall I nudge you when you have opened your last gift? Yeah. I keep forgetting to open... Oh, it's not that I forget to open the gifts, it's that I don't have any... I just end up throwing them out. And I know you can use them to, like... It's like a Markiplier level vague threat. I used to, but it fell off hard after the first year. I don't open gifts until I have an egg slot. Also, I just realized, yeah. But then I stopped needing the eggs, so then I stopped opening the gifts entirely because I don't need any of the shit that comes in them. Alright, I can send you guys updates of your artwork then. Let's get the kids and stuff colored on Kibs, I guess. I open gifts immediately because I have no walking power. That's a fair reason to want to open your gifts all the time. I don't even have to go on your... Let me go pop my air conditioner on because it's hot in here. I'm good to keep going for another 20 minutes, but also I'm dying. 1 second. Okay. Cat was sitting out in the hallway and just, like, sort of yelled at me, but didn't actually have any sound come out of her mouth, and it was kind of funny. Apparently you need to make 3 friends to get a Celebi. That's... I'm not entirely sure what I said, so... I'm sorry. Kinda sleepy. I've been up since like 7 o'clock. I also took a nap around 3 because I'd gotten about 3 hours of sleep. Yeah. That'll do it. Sorry, I'm getting tired. Part of it's because it's hot in here. I get tired when it's hot. I'm gonna stop and take a drink of water. Yeah, what's sleep? What is that? Seems fake. Oh, sheep? I almost swallowed that water the wrong way. Sleep is the thing that I do while holding tortilla, the absolute unit sheep. Tortilla is an absolute unit. Well, hello, kitty cat. Would you like to come sit in my lap? Hi to everyone? No? You're just gonna rub on my mouth? Okay. Oh, you're gonna rub on the microphone. There you go. Oh. You know, I wish I had a webcam so you guys could see my kitty. Very friendly. But you can't sit on the keyboard though, honey. Down here. Jay's very upset because she's hungry, but she doesn't want to eat food. Hurts. So she's like all over me looking for food, but then every time I try to feed her, she's like, no, I can't do it. She'll be fine tomorrow. She'll figure it out. Not the first time she hasn't eaten. I've literally gotten a total of 8 hours of sleep this week, and I'm absolutely exhausted. I thought you meant that you got 6 hours of sleep last night, and I was like, and you're still tired? I would love to get 8 hours of sleep a night, but you meant just in total this week. Yeah, I get kind of tired with that. You might be dead. That is a possibility. You could potentially be dead. Not sure yet. Yeah, I definitely misread what you said. Fun fact, and I have experienced this personally, but it's actually better to get an hour and a half of sleep or 3 hours of sleep than it is to get 2 hours of sleep. The average sleep cycle is 90 minutes, and you hit REM sleep around 30 minutes. So if you're gonna take a nap in the middle of the afternoon or something, make it either longer than either make it a full 90 minutes or make it less than 30, because if you go over that 30, you'll go into REM sleep and you'll wake up more exhausted than you were when you started. I do that a lot on nights where I accidentally stay up too late. I might intentionally make myself stay up like 20 minutes longer so that I will get an hour and a half, like whatever's a rounded number of an hour and a half. So like if I were to go to bed at midnight, I would get 7 hours of sleep. So I might stay up an extra, hour, or wake myself up an extra half hour early so that I get up at 6 hours of sleep instead of 7 hours of sleep. Because I always feel more tired when I get 7 hours of sleep. Which seems fake, but it's true. I know a lot about sleep because I had insomnia in college and it was the worst, so. I don't know why I started to. I mean, it doesn't help a lot. You'll still be tired, but you won't be as, like, dead tired upon waking up. Like, you know that, like, when you wake up from a dead... Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, like, any of you? Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night from, like, a nightmare, and your eyes feel like they're made of rocks, and everything hurts, and you're just like, ugh, I want to go back to bed. But then you have, like, some mornings where you wake up and you're just like, oh, I could really go back to bed right now. And you get up anyway and you get, like, a coffee or something and you're fine. But there's, like, times if you wake up from, like, a nightmare or something, just jolted awake, you just feel disgusting. That's because you woke up in REM sleep. Yeah, if you wake up in the middle of a dream, it's because you woke up in the middle of REM sleep, and so your body fucking hates you. Your body just does not understand why you woke up in the middle of, like, the deepest part of your sleep. Not during a nightmare, just dead this morning, yeah. So if you're anything like me, then in that case, you probably woke up in the middle of a sleep cycle. You were probably at, like, you know, 5.5 hours of sleep instead of 6 or whatever. I mean, not to say you can't be tired if you didn't get enough sleep just in general. Like, it's always better to get as much sleep as possible, but if you know you're only going to be able to get, like, 2 hours of sleep or 3 hours of sleep, go for the 3, you know? That REM cycle. Or just sleep all the time. Huh. I've infected you all. I just yawned, I'm sorry. But I'm not that sorry. I'm only a little sorry. Sometimes you just wake up and you're dead tired, there's nothing you can do about it. You are just dead, and that's the end of the story. And no amount of understanding sleep cycles will stop that. I'm just gonna color these guys in with a base color real quick, and then I'll go back in and put their details in probably on Tuesday. We should come up with another project for after the Pokemon world building. I hate how at work customers will comment on my yawning sometimes to make the now I'm gonna start yawning too, and sometimes to be like, sounds like you need more sleep. Like, newsflash, asshole, I don't get to choose my shifts, right? What I never understand is, like, when the employer will schedule you for stupid shifts. Like, my employer used to schedule me to close, which meant I wouldn't leave the store until probably like 11 o'clock at night. Took me 15 minutes to drive home, and then so it would be like 11:30, 12 o'clock by the time I was ready to go to sleep. And then she'd schedule me the next morning at 6 o'clock in the morning to do the truck. So I would have to get up, get ready for work at probably like 5 o'clock, and leave the house and drive another 15 minutes back to work. So I would end up getting like 5 hours of sleep between, you know, driving and such, you know, with the travel time and the amount of time it takes to get ready for bed and to get a shower and everything. Like, I hated that. Like, don't schedule people for back-to-back shifts like that. That should just be illegal, just straight up not allowed. I'm just having a car and laying in the back of it during lunch. That's actually a really good idea. You come into the store at 7 a.m. and are perfectly awake, good for you. Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't mind working the truck opening shifts. I just didn't want to do them when I can only get like 8 hours of sleep, because then I'm expected to move, like, especially the job I was at, you know, I was expected to move big pieces of furniture and like tons of boxes and shit at like 6 o'clock in the morning after I had gotten like 5 hours of sleep. Like, I feel like that should just be straight up illegal to schedule people that way. Have any of you guys ever had those, like, you know, quote-unquote classic, like, customer stories where people, like, roll up to the store at, like, 7 o'clock in the morning and are like, are you open? And you're like, no, the door's fucking locked, go away. Because the only time I've had anything like that, we had somebody come in, a family came in at, like, 5 minutes till close, and they were like, oh, we're just gonna grab one thing, and we were like, no, we don't fucking believe you. all right, I have to let you in. And they were there for like 45 minutes because they grabbed everything they needed, but then they wanted to sign up for the credit card so they could get a discount on it. And like the first person didn't get approved for it. So I think the wife didn't get approved for the credit card. So then the husband applied for it. And then when he didn't get approved for it, they went out to the car and got the grandmother to come in and apply for it. Like they really wanted that 15% discount. It's like the only time I ever had like a customer come in when they weren't really supposed to be in the store, but... Much fuzz, very much fun. My dad has had that happen at closing, yeah. I quit Blockbuster in the night of the Dark Knight midnight release. Oh geez. I probably would have. I almost wanted to quit Black Friday at Toys R Us. That was rough. I did get to be the hero that weekend though, because that was the year that Pie in the Face was popular, and so there was a bunch of people looking for it, and we only had so many cases of it, so that sold out within like the first hour. And like a little later on in the night, this lady came in and she was like asking if we had the game left, and I was like, no, we ran out of that hours ago. And she was like, are you sure? Can you like, she did that thing where she has to check the back, you know, like, can you check the back? And I was like, I mean, I've checked the back a couple times, but when I checked the inventory, like I went to check the scanner to show her that like we don't have any more. And the scanner told me we had like 3 of them, which is a full case. And I was like, huh. It seems weird that a whole case would have gone missing in our system. Let me actually go check the back. So I went back and I dug through a whole bunch of piles of boxes that had fallen over, and I found a box of the Pie in the Face game. They're really distinctive because they came in a white box with a purple label. And so I brought the box out, and like I made her so happy because she got to have the Pie in the Face box. And then like 3 other people were like, oh my god, we want one too. Like everybody wanted that game for some reason. Thanksgiving and Christmas, we close at 5 p.m. Oh, lucky you. At a certain point, they send someone to turn people away from the door, and I had to be that person. The person was like, I just need milk. Runs past me. The manager's like, why did you let people in? Oh no. On Christmas Eve at Toys R Us, we got to go home at 3 o'clock in the morning. And it was the worst. Like, Toys R Us was open until 3 a.m. And yep, you got those people who came in last minute. You know, Christmas Eve, rolling in. Oh, why don't you guys have any more Pie in the Face? Oh, why don't you have any more Beat Bo? What do you mean you're out of the thing that was most popular this year? I don't understand. Like, what don't you understand about we are sold out? I'm sorry that I ruined some Christmases. Beat Bo. Sing and dance Beat Bo. Some little Fisher-Price toy, it dances, or whatever. Apparently there's a girl one now, and a dog one. But like 2 years ago, this dude was so popular. We had a whole pallet of them out in the middle of the hallway. That thing, yeah. You remember that. Yeah, we had a big pallet of them out on the floor, and they sold out within like an hour. I don't know why they were so popular. But then you saw Beat Bo trying to capitalize on the hype, because then they came out with the dog one and the little girl, the pink one, and then it stopped getting sold. Because then we had too many of them in backstock because everybody lost interest. Same thing with Hatchimals. Hatchimals was big for like a month, and then people were like, eh. Pie in the Face seems like an easy game to play without spending money at Toys R Us, right? Especially since Toys R Us overpriced everything. Like, there's a reason Toys R Us went out of business. Gouge you for prices. Well, gouged, I should say. Gone now. They sell Hatchimals at Disney? Really? Interesting. Whoa. I heard that raid noise. It a feather, Fev. What up, Fev? The bird squad is here. How's it going, guys? Up? What is going on? Look at all these friends. We're sitting here talking about dumb retail stuff. Christmas and Meatbo and all that good stuff. How was your stream, bird friend? Friend bird. I'm gonna message you after the stream, by the way. I gotta talk to you about stream stuff. We gotta figure out when we're doing the thing. But yeah, how was your stream? I think I saw you were playing Dauntless? Oh, hey. Aha! I remember. Yeah, if any of you guys are crazy and aren't following Fev for some reason, do it. I feel like all of you are following Fev, but just in case, do it. Go do the thing. Stream was good? Good. What weirded me out, though, was that my friends were talking about them, like, the day before, and I couldn't find them at a store in Disney, and it's like, oh, okay, it's not freaky at all. The Hatchimals were really popular for, like, 6 months, and then died off. And, like, they're still doing sorta well, but they're definitely dying out. Like, that brand is definitely not doing as well as it was. Helped Penny get some parts for a weapon she needed, hung out with some folks. Good. Excellent. Fev stream is always a good place to hang out with people. I have access to all the characters I need for this just by searching Mary on Google. Alrighty. I may not be here in 5 minutes because it's about time for me to stop streaming, but, you know. I'm gonna go a little bit longer and just get Niall colored in, and then I'll call it a night. Because at least that way these guys are colored in, and then I don't have to worry about, like, filling them in next time. So I may be here, but I may not be here. Either way, I will talk to you after the stream. Trying to get some cooperative stuff going on the channel. Friends helping friends. Did I ever tell you guys about Loot Cart at Babies R Us? I may have told you about it, but not told you where I worked. So, Loot Cart. I'll tell you guys the story of Loot Cart for those of you who have not heard the story. So, I worked at Babies R Us a year ago. Before I started working at my current job, I worked at Babies R Us. And there was one night I was working a closing shift with like 3 other people. Like, it was like we were really understaffed that night. It was like 4 people, whatever. So I was up at register doing something, and I hear over the walkie-talkies we had. You know, we had headpieces with the walkie-talkies on them, and I heard my supervisor say, keep it. There's a couple that's walking around in the clothing department, and they've got a cart, and they're acting kind of suspicious. I'm gonna try to go talk to them, but you know, they seem suspicious. So, because I heard one of them say something that seemed suspicious, so I'm gonna just go check it out. Just so you guys know, keep an eye on them. So, my supervisor, this really short little Spanish lady, and she spoke Spanish. So she could understand them, but she greeted them in English so they wouldn't know she spoke Spanish. And, like, they were, like, kind of chatting with her a little bit in English, but it was obvious that that was not their primary language. And, then they kind of went about their business. She was like, okay, well, let me know if you need anything, whatever. I'll be around. But then she kind of hung out, like, near them and was, like, organizing the clothing and stuff, and they were talking in Spanish, thinking that she could not understand them. They were talking about taking the tags off the clothing, not like so overtly like that, but she basically got the impression that they were gonna try to steal all the stuff in their cart. So you can't call them out on that. So she let us know, and we all kind of, like, hawked around them and, like, just kept an eye on them, because you can't say, oh, you guys gonna steal that stuff? And Finally, like 15 minutes later, the husband goes out to the car. The wife pays for like $10 worth of stuff and then leaves. And we're like, where the fuck's the cart that they had? They had a big cart full of stuff. Like, where is that? So we went looking around the store, hoping that they hadn't like somehow gotten the stuff out of the store. And we found a shopping cart in the toy department, which is like one aisle. We found the shopping cart back there, and it was full to the top with clothing. And all of the security tags, they popped all the security tags off of the clothing. And we think that maybe they stuffed a little bit into her purse and then left with what they could get. But it took us like an hour to put all that stuff away. And the customer seems suspicious. Kind of hushed. The way you identify a suspicious customer, and it doesn't always mean they're necessarily getting into trouble, but the way we identified suspicious customers was kind of the way they're looking around. First of all, if somebody looks like they're kind of shifty-eyeing, trying to figure out where everybody is, that's kind of suspicious. Walking in certain places because they know where the security cameras are, that's a little suspicious. The biggest one is if there's two people trying to work together to steal some stuff, they're usually kind of not speaking, even though it feels like they should be. It's more of an intuition thing than anything else, and since you're not allowed to call customers out on stuff like that, like if somebody walks out of the store and you are pretty sure that their purse is full of stuff, you are not allowed to stop them and search their purse. You are not allowed to do that. So you kind of just use your intuition and just keep an eye on them. And the biggest way to deal with shoplifters when you work at a company like Babies R Us is to kind of intimidate them into putting the stuff back by being near them. You can't straight up be like, hey, are you gonna steal that? Or, hey, can I check your purse because I think you're stealing? But you kind of introduce yourself and talk to them and be really friendly with them, because then they know that you know that they're there, and then they might put the stuff back. Yeah, they look kind of on edge. They pay too much attention to the staff. They don't make eye contact. Exactly. Yeah, you kind of like, I don't know. You kind of use your intuition a little bit on it, especially since you're not allowed to talk to them about it. But we also had somebody steal. What did they steal? Oh, I worked in the furniture department, so I worked with all like the sheets and the blankets and the cribs and stuff, and the mattresses and whatever. We had somebody steal a lot of clothing because they went into the clothing department. No, they went into the gear department, which was on the right side of the store, and they took a bouncer. So like a small rectangular box, like maybe the size of like a small computer monitor. So they had this little tiny, bouncer box. They took the bouncer out of the box and put the bouncer in one of the hampers in the furniture department, and then filled the box with clothing, and then paid for the bouncer. The mattress case story is a good one too. But yeah, we had somebody fill. Pack and play's kind of big to steal. Yeah, and it wasn't a pack and play, it was a bouncer. But still, they probably stole like a couple $1,000s worth of stuff by putting it in that, and they paid like $50 for it because bouncers aren't that expensive. We never had anybody steal a pack and play. Pack and plays are fucking heavy. Like, that is a heavy ass item. I had a little trouble putting those up on the shelf. And yeah, we had somebody steal a mattress once too. That was pretty. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't even be mad about it because it was so like, I couldn't even believe it. It was just like, this happened. Like, I don't know, that one was pretty wild. We had somebody steal a whole mattress. So what they did, right? So I was cleaning up the furniture department with my coworker Eric. He was an older, he was like the store grandpa. He was awesome. But he and I were cleaning up the furniture department one night after we near close, and the mattresses were kind of in these little. Here, I'll draw you guys a talk about. So the mattresses were in like these little pens almost. So like the aisles kind of like this, and there's like a rack, and then like there's like a mattress in here, and then like a little divider, and then a mattress here, and then a little divider, and then a mattress here. So we were like cleaning those up, and as we were kind of pushing them back into place and making sure they were full and everything, we noticed this little crumpled wrapper back here, and we were like, That's weird. Why is that in there? So we, like, reached in there to figure out who threw some trash back there, and it turned out it was the wrapper off a mattress. And we were like, oh, okay. What is this doing? Who unzipped this mattress? Because it was one, like, the mattresses either came, like, shrink-wrapped in plastic, or they came in, like, a fabric pouch with a zipper on it. And it was one of the fabric ones off the nicer mattress. So we were like, what is this? Where's the mattress that goes with this package? So we're looking around for it. And we can't figure out how this mattress, I mean, it was like for like a $200 mattress. And we could not figure out how they got it out of it in the first place. But then Eric noticed that one of the cheap $50 mattresses did not have a wrapper on it. It was open, and there was no plastic shrink wrap on it. So basically, somehow, while there were two people in the furniture department walking around, somehow they managed to get an expensive mattress out of its wrapper, get a cheap mattress out of its wrapper, and then put the cheap mattress wrapper on the expensive mattress. They took it up front. The girls at the front don't know anything about the furniture department, so they didn't know that it was the wrong mattress inside that package, and that person paid $50 for a $250 mattress. I was so baffled. Once we figured it out, I took the mattress wrapper up front, and I went to my boss, and I was like, you are not gonna believe this. At all. You are gonna think that this is a lie, that, like, Eric and I made this up to mess with you. Like, it was unreal. I don't know how they managed that. That, I think, to me, that was, like, the most impressive theft I've seen. I saw at Babies R Us. Like, oh my god. I mean, I still had to pay for it, but they paid $50 for a really nice mattress. Like, it was unreal. Yeah. I think those are my three big ones. Loot cart, the mattress heist, and the person who stuffed clothing into a bouncer box and stole a lot of clothing. I could tell stories with Babies R Us. I genuinely kind of miss it. Like, I know it sounds weird, but I genuinely kind of miss that a little bit. I think I liked having the responsibility of having a whole department to myself. But anyways, so that's where we're at with Kib's commission. On Tuesday, I will finish coloring the background. We'll detail up the characters so they're not just splotches of color. I think that might take me the whole night, but see. I think order of events, I'm gonna color this. I'm gonna line art Lorne's and maybe color it, because I think I can do both of those in one night, and then we'll get onto shadows for everybody. Once I get to the shadow phase, these will go really fast. So I think we have like 3, maybe 4 more of this round of commissions, and then we can move on. I might even work on these over the weekend. I don't know. I found a can of Mountain Dew. Blessed. Reminds me of when I worked at a clothing store, people would try to put the sale stickers on junk and other clothing so often. Oh my god, for sure. People did that all the time, and they were like, but there's a sale sticker on it. I'm like, no, somebody just put it in the wrong spot. Well, I found this in the clearance section. Yes, but the gun doesn't know that it's clearance, and I can't manually give you the price. Like, if the scanner does not think it's on clearance, it is not on clearance. I'm sorry. This isn't the 60s. Like, I can't just manually put it in anymore. Like, the system does everything for me. But anyways, let's go check out what Epi's up to. We'll go hang out, and I will talk to you guys. Tomorrow's my day off from streaming, so I will see you guys on Saturday for Stack Saturday. We're definitely doing Stack Saturday. I have no intentions of going anywhere Saturday night, so we're gonna work on maybe some more Pokemon stuff. We'll pick out another couple Pokemon, and if there's any left, we'll work on those, and then we're gonna watch the Jirachi movie, I believe is the next one, so that's what we're doing on Saturday. But I will see you guys later. Go ahead and hit that raid button, things and stuff. Alright, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for the bits and the raid and everything. You guys are super cool. Let's go check out what Epi's up to. Axie Stack, topple in. Bye.